Hello, this is Meta, and this is the stream where I talk about everything besides the drawing itself. Tonight, we are going to be playing a dating sim, hopefully. You know, as long as things go well or whatever, yeah? Let's see. We're going to be attempting a really miraculous 9 a.m. sharp. Okay, well, let's just try and get it up here. Because that'll be fun. Maybe, I don't know. What is this? I have to... How the fuck do I... Get me out of here. Okay. Alright. How do I... Okay. Now, most of the stream's going to be troubleshooting, probably. I did this like a few hours ago to make sure that it would work or whatever, but you know. Man, this is way too large. But this is as big as it's going to get, apparently, so I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Let's see. So, alright, how am I going to make this work? This is just, what is it? No. There we are. Yeah, I don't... The actual thing of this is like huge, and I cannot make it any smaller than it is, which, you know, kind of sucks. So, how am I gonna do this? Maybe I'll just make OBS smaller. I don't know if there's voice acting in this game. I really didn't look at fucking anything before I decided to go for this as the stream for tonight. Besides the fact that people wanted a dating simulator. This game looks sus. Yeah, it really... I don't even like KFC, is the thing. I genuinely do not really care for it. But, you know what? It's fine. As long as I go like this, right? I can go like this too. Yeah, so got all our bases covered, I guess. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. Man, it is so, okay, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. how's the stream running for you guys, by the way? I have to ask you that. I really do. Because it's not, you know, I'm not really, quite sure
how to get the most of
where we're going with this. Okay. Okay, at the moment, okay, that's good. Do you want to see the opening cinematic of this? You probably do not, actually, because it is just a lot all at once, and I cannot manage that. I cannot manage that. What do you mean continue? There's like 6 different, okay, it's fine. You know what? At least it's all in the fucking window. You know what? I'm happy about that. I'm happy that, you know, it's something, you know? Okay. Alright, well, welcome, Chef. What is your name? Is this, what is the hotkey? Oh no, you went psychoma. You, okay. Okay, so my VTuber is a little bit in the way. Okay, how to... What is this button? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Okay, so that's the pause menu. Okay, that's the pause menu. Yeah, The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay like this forever. Set up some monsters or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school's no time to sleep in. I throw the clock out the window, stay in bed forever. Jesus Christ. Motto, this place looks like a palace. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already. You might not be cut out for this. Yeah, I give up. The register trademark. And that's it. We did it, folks. Speed run. Get me out of here. Jesus Christ, it's loud. Yeah, okay. New game, I get we're starting over. Meta's ready for game. I guess. Yeah, sure. Good night, everyone. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Why is this called? Why is it? No, whatever. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to... Okay. How many fucking endings are there to this game? Can I get achievements? Oh, fucking no. I don't want to go to fucking school. Daydream. Yeah. Here, finally, it's your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. I feel like no one that has worked in a KFC has ever been to culinary school, but that's just a wild guess on my part, yeah? Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. This is giving me anxiety. Why is it giving you anxiety? Delicious. Is that just what you needed to wake up those taste buds? What? I swear this PNG smoke particle is like so specific. I don't know what it is. Like it's stock. It's definitely stock, which is weird, you know. Yikes! You're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze up on the amazing University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Is there like a UOCSF? I don't know what the fuck's happening, to be quite honest. It's not... Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Can we date Miriam? I don't care about this fucking Colonel Sanders. I don't care. I mean, like, she's kind of got, like, an ugly hairstyle. But, like, it's actually appropriate for a cooking school. So, you know. Good morning! Oh no, she has ADHD. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? It sounds like... Okay, I need to cool it with the fucking other music. Miriam, it sounds like you are proposing to me in the first line of dialogue. Oh, cute, they have blinking animations. I can see that they went above and beyond. You know what? Let's actually take time to look at the art for this, because it's actually kind of interesting to go through visual novels like this. It's clear that they actually softened up the line art or whatever here to make sure that she fit into the background more, because this is definitely not done by the same artist that did this rendering here. How many, like, the fingers and stuff like that, I'm not really quite sure how to place this art style. It's like there's no highlights, only shadows. Clearly done by some kind of like different opacity brush. And the line art is just ever so hazy, which actually helps with this whole thing, but like the background itself is really nice. I don't know if they got it from a stock asset store or like what, but like it's really nice, you know? Actually, because I sure am, I'm excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Oh, who does she remind me of? You know that one girl from Kill la Kill? She has, like, really similar eyes. Fuck, it's gonna drive me fucking insane if I don't look this up. Alright, let's see. Kill la Kill best friend. Oh, Mako. Yeah, she has really similar sorts of eyes and general squishiness about her. I'm getting that kind of vibe from her, which is real cute. Sorry for uppercutting my fucking microphone. Alright. Is Miriam romanceable? Real questions. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I mean, like, real considerations you gotta make. You know, I'm glad that this game takes place in college. Also, it's kind of weird that well, actually, no, it's not really weird for people to forget this fact, but yeah, lighter palms on dark-skinned characters. Real drama. Classic Miriam, raised by master chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Okay, I see how she is, paid for college now. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do so great. But the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind, never catching up. I feel like what happens if someone gets sick during these 3-day semesters? Do they have to, like, are there courses online that you can do this from? Like, I don't really know what their policy is on that. Sweet girl, Miriam has always had the flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. I feel like there isn't really supposed to be very much teeth in kissing. I don't think. I mean, like, unless the mannequin had a fucking tongue, but, like, Miriam, I mean, like, maybe you should be practicing your first kiss if you think that if teeth need to be involved in this. But, yeah. Alright. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Oh, big decision. Big decision. This will decide the fate of the fucking world right here. You know what? I'm gonna pep talk her. I don't know. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and he had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget. The mask? What? I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I want to kill my own fucking protagonist right now. Pulling the tower card and the devil card usually aren't very good signs. But you know, you need to do your meta face meta. You need to do your meta voice meta. Fuck does that mean, Maro? What do you want me to what voice do you want me to put on? I'm not fucking doing that. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. This is so sad. You'd make such an acceptable lesbian. The world's not right. And I think that this visual novel will just be about straight people unless the main character is, like, not considered, you know, a boy or whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm sure you will soon. In no time we will be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. At least I have these killer bangs. Who's gonna fucking tell her? Can you believe that I cut them myself? I absolutely can. Another fast food dating sim strained by the straight. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so sad to see another one fall by the wayside. But at least we have, Sucker for Love 2 has a female protagonist, specifically going after other female monsters. So, epic, cool, she's asexual, so, like, it's fun to have some representation, you know? Though, I don't really know what this is, like, this isn't really considered a dating sim. I mean, unless the rivals are also romantic options you can get with. But, like, usually you'd have, like, 3 in here. You can definitely believe it. Oh, thank God. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you are rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. I mean, honestly, why did you have custom engraved measuring spoons? Just, okay, whatever. I mean, don't do that. Hey! Oh my God! A fucking baddie? A baddie alert. I'm so sorry about your fucking name, Ashley. I mean, Ashley. Yeah, but no, some people do spell Ashley like that, and it is sad. Though someone forgot to erase that little bit of white there. I feel sorry for whoever had to go through that. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. What? Are there chicken drumsticks on your thighs? Also, What is up with this thigh? You know what? Whatever. Fucking. Why do all these characters have red eyes, by the way? Ashley, oh, hey, I didn't see their chicken shins. What does that even... What is that insult? Huh? Oh yeah, it is a thigh high, isn't it? I mean, that is kind of clever, isn't it? She looks like she's more ready to serve at a fast food restaurant. I mean, she's serving, no doubt. She's serving the military, serving her country. You see, serving the country. You know what I'm saying? But never mind. What? You leave Meta's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself more important than everyone. So her parents didn't do that. She went down to the courthouse and changed her name to Ashley. Legally. She had to fucking do that. You know what? Fucking... Sure. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. What is that? Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I feel like I'm going fucking insane. We are not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Okay, at least they're self-aware. I mean, like, we're chilling. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. But, huh? Okay. Sure. Imagine having to work a fucking shift with these fucking people. I'm killing myself. No. I won't do that. I will not do that. Unfortunately, it seems like we will only have college-aged yaoi in this video if we are to assume. You know what? I'm guessing that this version of Meta is non-binary, and therefore everyone is gay, and it doesn't matter. You know what? I choose to believe that. It's my reality. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Van. You rang? Oh my god! Jojo stand, Jojo pose. Is that even... You know what, it's college, it doesn't fucking matter. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but you know, as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I feel like they've somehow taken a bunch of anime characters and made like their own original Do Not Steal OC versions of them, if that makes sense. Also, everyone's fucking eyes are still red. Let's see. Like, she reminds me of someone that's in a comic kill or whatever. Like, the blue ponytail lady. Forget her name. She kind of reminds me of that, but she also just reminds me of, like, every other anime girl under the sun. She reminds me of Mako. And this is just a JoJo character. Also, he's drawn, like, you know, I mean, like, it's a really pretty kind of art style. It's just inconsistent. Like, even with the whites or whatever, like, the way that they're shaded, these are, like, much more fleshy, sort of skin-toned whites, whereas these are, you know, lighter grayish whites. I mean, you don't have to keep your palette consistent between characters, but it feels like entirely different artists worked on this. But I see that sometimes with how people draw male characters and female characters. It's a weird dichotomy, you know? Bro has the more you know star's hair. Yeah, I am like... I wonder how fucking gay this guy is. Okay. I cannot believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Also, like... I mean, like... The ponytail could be put into a bun in order for this to be actually cooking safe. You know, like, Miriam's the only one that's actually regulation here. But, like, I don't think that Mr. Van cares about, if his hair gets in people's food. Or really anything. There's nothing really going on behind those eyes, I feel. I know, right? You'd think they just hand us our diplomas now. Huh? Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Okay. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop. What? Huh? Looks like a child. Oops. I think it's broken. Huh? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. I mean, like, this is probably a better representation of a culinary school student than whatever the fuck we just saw. But, like, I don't fucking know. That should do the trick. Come on, all strong. Okay, I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. What? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's just reading it upside down? I cannot read! Hi, Pop, I'm Meta, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Miriam, look at me. Miriam, sweetie, baby, darling, look at me. No. No. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Now here's a question. This looks fucking nothing like a culinary school. Have they... You know what? It makes sense that the developers have never been to culinary school in their fucking lives. This looks like a history classroom. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? What time is it? So it's 4 o'clock. There, okay. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the desk. That man cannot breathe. I'm so sorry. It's like his eyes are way too human. They're calling out for help. Do you need help? Can someone call an authority figure? How do you manage to make a dog look that bad? Yeah, I mean, like, this was officially, like, licensed. Okay. His ass is not reading anything with those glasses. Zero chin. It's probably the eyebrows. I don't know. I feel like it's the soulless eyes and the nose ridge that's really doing it. The eyebrows, like, are actually the most well-drawn thing on this fucking dog, which I think makes it worse. Sprinkles. Quiet down now, everyone. It's weird that you could actually get the corgi body right. Like, that's a pretty good, like, approximation of a dog's body. But, like, the face? No, just no. Also, why is he standing on a Roman pillar? Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he here in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkle. Head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Is Dog your last name, man? Sprinkles Dog? That's his fucking full name? He looks like a hamster in this fucking panel. It's like every single frame was drawn by a different person. What a cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all of the nuances of fine dining. I feel like it shouldn't be, but you know. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside of the classroom. Can I fucking... I feel, like, sad that, like, my avatar right now is gonna, like... Wait, let me put it back to this. It's chilly. Someone close the window. And then... You know what? I'm gonna change it back to a devastated look, because that's what. Oh my fucking god! Jump scare! He walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be this handsome? Time stands still. Like, he's actually well designed. I'll give him that. But like, also it's just kind of weird that like a real man was made into a mascot this much, to the point where we like you understand how weird that fucking is, right? Ugh. I don't know. Something is just viscerally wrong with this. Like, there's nice colors and composition here, right? It's technically well done. It's just the vibes. It also looks like these three characters do not belong anywhere near each other. So, yeah, that's also a thing. It's him. If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel. Well, it is Colonel. That is how you pronounce that word. Weird, right? But also, that's a military ranking? Do they talk about the fact that is just straight up just what you call your commanding officer? Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Huh? Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. This over here must be sweaty. Sweats a lot. Actually, that wasn't even fucking clever, man. Like, maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a bottle and evaporates entirely. Hold on a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is with your really weird insults? Besides, it's when Meta sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that. I'm killing myself. Miriam, is there something that you want to tell me? Like, are we getting married? Cause like, I need to save you from this eventual pairing that will be you and Bob. I'm sorry, Pop. You turn to... There's no option. I just have to click this option. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. The beautiful angel that he is stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Okay, I'm killing myself. I'm sorry, I'm failing myself. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. What is that? You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. What is... Huh? Do not blow me a kiss, old man. Get the fuck out of my face. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This cannot be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? I feel like I did check the store page and there is no sexual content, thank God. But you know what? I'm feeling a little bit incensed. I don't know how I can handle this. Whatever, I'll take the handkerchief, I think, yeah. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. How much fucking money does the Colonel got? Is this like a... It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it against to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells like the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. I feel like I'm pausing every fucking 5 minutes now, but like... Colonel, please go see a fucking doctor. You need to see someone, okay? I think that the pedestal is supposed to look like a chicken, but really it just kind of looks like a malformed heart. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really tiny, adorable food. Yeah, when can I stab Van Van and Pop? Oh, huh? So I will be able to stab someone, you're saying. And when it's all said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has a really good summer. I really miss... Quiet! What is it? You know what? Whatever. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You are on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? You don't recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. I actually like the style of this guy. Fun, very autism, very meat coated. Yeah. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. They do not want to give this man room to fucking breathe. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across the town on his tiny wheels. Huh? You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Oh, hell yeah! How the fuck do I romance Clank? How the fuck? Honestly, what the fuck is he even supposed to be? Convection oven? Also, the only character that has highlights on them, and they're like the DeviantArt spray kind. The class bursts into laughter. No. What even is these? Clank. Oh, Clanky rascal. What did I don't. Clank can blink. You know what? You do you, Clank. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Professor, do not smell me. Professor, do not smell me. I did not take a shower. Professor, I am a gamer. Professor, I'm a gamer. I'm sorry. I spent too much time playing Fortnite? Fortnite, Battle Pass. A lot of sweat and sniffing in this game. You know what? KFC really knows what gamers are into. And that's sweat and smelling other people. That's what the general public was after. Your diet is lacking based on what I'm picking up here. You definitely need a multivitamin. You should start taking better care of yourself. Thanks, Professor, for, I'm a college student. I don't have that fucking much money. Would you like to give me some? You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. What? You try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Do you just have this on you? My character's a fucking weirdo. What the fuck is happening? You have a rubber ball, a beef treat, and a chicken snack. You know what? I'm gonna say chicken snack because that's probably... Because, we're here for... Don't forget what this game's actually supposed to be, and that's advertising. You reach beneath your apron, and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. I fucking called it. Well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy. Professor, warm. I don't feel like someone had to. Did no one higher up approve of this game? I'm really. You know what? Whatever. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay them no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Fucking weirdo. This character I'm playing as is a goddamn weirdo. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. I have to choose between Mia Moore and the Colonel. Hey Meta, there's still a seat here. Seems no one has claimed this seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? What should I do, Morrow? You're with me for the long haul. Do you think that if I sit by the Colonel... Sis before hoes. Search bros before hoes. Search. There's no save and load option, man. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He's got such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat in there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm pretty sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. We've got out 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. Or so you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Big fest, it's time for a pop quiz. It's our fucking first day here. What do you mean a pop quiz? Yay, a quiz about me. This is an incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz that will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? I mean, like, I don't know how sanitary you are, Sprinkles, but, like, I know actual restaurant etiquette, yeah? Extremely, yeah. That's right. The forest is to tree as chicken is to a slam night vision. Fuck is a slam dunk? Is that a menu item? Sorry, sorry, Professor, I've gotta cheat on this pop quiz real quick. Yeah, no, apparently it is not a menu item. Fucking feather, I don't know. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Well, King Bach knows the correct answer to this, but it is not Spork. I do not want to click Spork, but I also want to get 100% on this fucking quiz, man. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face, anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Fuck it. What? Sprinkles. How many exotic meats do you have in your freezer? Sprinkles, do you have a human body in the freezer? Just tell me. I won't report you to the authorities. I mean, I don't think I can. You're a fucking dog. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No, yes. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. Probably that one. That's right. Yeah. Perfect score. Let's fucking go, boys. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Connor Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know that we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Meta. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Babe, you're so sexy when you you solved that pop quiz earlier. You're so... Have you ever thought about a future in advertising? May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Let's go. The Stewart Cafeteria 2015. It's not, it says any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be also serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Student, anything for you, man. I feel bad. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheer, and everyone clapped. And everyone clapped. But shh. Lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. I've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer with light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. Maru, have you ever had KFC? I have not. An aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. What is it about the smells in this game? So... Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have developed a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Nope. Oh, here's a fun fact about this. The actual Colonel Sanders, who actually did get his, military backings or whatever, he said that, when he tried, the fast food chain's chicken, he was fucking disgusted by it. He was like, this shit sucks. Do not eat here. He fucking hated it before he was like, do not eat here or whatever, but the brand had gotten way too big for him to ever really make any impact before he died. It's kind of sad, in all likelihood. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You'll look around and notice every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about it. And you think that we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament just in case one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, and I knew from that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this. He wants him all to herself. See, Colonel Sanders is just so godly with chicken that all the bitches want him. That's what we're taking away from this, apparently, is the main thing. I think I'm gonna draw him that as a student from this fucking stupid ass game. I think that'd be fun. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Van's fucking Goku? Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Could not make this shit up if I tried. Actually, no, I could have tried and came to something like this. I don't know. This is really how I thought that marketing would ever go, but yeah, sure. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate this moment, trying to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary height. Swim towards the light. How the fuck do I kill myself? This one or something. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach, stops what he is doing, and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. Exactly what was on that chicken? Did you put... Colonel, were you putting drugs in the chicken? Colonel, you can tell me. Colonel, do we need to cook? Colonel, do we need to cook? A bold to come out and ask. It's an idea for a combination of flavors that will help me make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. So no big deal. What? Why do you have a cane? It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got a whole few more days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up so easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Wouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I give you that. Colonel looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow! I would have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect moment to show your personality to them. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with the big idea. To add some additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Yeah, that fucking one, I guess, yeah. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I enjoyed your food. I really enjoyed your food. Colonel Sanders looks like he's about to fucking cry. Meta's gonna get pounded into the next fucking stratosphere. Not like that. Well, now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between the salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Meta! I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're gonna earn with your signature. Adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, you will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Miriam, no! Miriam, I'm so sorry. But a supernatural old man, Yowie man, has come in between our plans of marriage. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team or a team of two? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, man, I'll prepare my station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh my two potential partners. Sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Fuck Pop. You can go die. I'm sorry, Pop, but like this art style really, I don't know what, like, I don't know what's happening here. Clank. I'm sorry, Pop, but I think that Miriam will be partnered with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea of what the point of school is even at this juncture, sure. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. NTR! Word. Ah! Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders. A panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of infection. It looks like you two will be fine. It's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. This is NDR. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. What dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow the Colonel's mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Okay, well, that option. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy! I can't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you turn away quickly. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? No, Ashley, I have a crush on you. But you are not romanceable, unfortunately. We're just cooking in partners. Mind your business. Sanders' heart is my business, so you better keep your fingers off my man. You know what? Ashley, how do you feel about polyamory? Except I don't touch Colonel Sanders. We're just really good friends. Queer platonic relationship. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Meta's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, like, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and returns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Meta was struggling. So we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs that need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but it's clear to... One thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You really need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. You turn... Okay, how do I turn to? I mean, Miriam's kind of fucking busy, isn't she? You know what, whatever. I don't know. I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's respect that format, okay? Okay, yeah. Based on your behavior, I think you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Meta's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Spriggles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. On those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of a moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy, mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor, as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, to which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Brownie would be proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a fork to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that moment, all the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. You cannot use sporks in your fucking romantic moments. I'm sorry, you can't. Your eyes lock, and the moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. And together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's planning against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then what stupid beautiful face. Van Van, do something. Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this realization, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. We do not waste food in Broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better for you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better both prepare to wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes? Van Van rushes over, a covered dish in his hand. What, huh? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you all will look on me with envy. What? The interrupting student rushes at Bam Bam, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Student, no! He's gonna fucking die. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! It killed him! Student, no! I'm so sorry. They fucking killed him. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice that the tip of the tentacle is being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment and is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the crowd. They are motionless as statues. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite the obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello, I just turned into a ghost over here. He was not annoying. He was literally not annoying. He is literally fucking dead and you're calling him annoying. I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. Please, let me walk you home. fucking kill. He's dead. He's fucking dead. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Meadow? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting your cooking literally killed a guy? Killed a guy. He literally is dead. He is quite literally dead. You cannot prove that. You cannot prove that. I feel like... I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. Sport Monster is here to fight a hero. Huh? I don't like this game anymore. What do you mean? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me when I was just letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. I mean, we were probably about to kiss, I'm not gonna lie. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? He's rhyming on purpose, or is that a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight I did not sign up for that. I did not sign up for a deck builder. What will you do? You go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love? It does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. It spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. I don't know. Okay, sure, you do you. A mashed mind and draws in the energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? What attack will you use? Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. You tell it Tensile, take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to be able to survive the battle. We decide to defend. Which defense will you use? No one can control this buff miss. You start to feel bloated and frankly a little gassy. You better attack soon or you'll likely explode. Chowdown does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork monsters oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable. It prepares its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile Van, your reign of terror ends here. He summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. It's defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. Spork monster scubbles off into the night. A special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open up the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must help you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you feel like you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders, and for some reason, Sprinkles is also here, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet your bestie at the front of the school. Before you can tell her the encounter with the Spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clegg. Like him. Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. Told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that makes sense. Yeah, but he was so popular, he was voted prom king at a school that he didn't even go to, and also the convertible that he himself rode in front of the Montgomery parade. I think something might have gotten lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You know Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning, your thing now? You definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great, but why wouldn't you be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. No, do not do that. He's just met a ton. Why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Why is there a dramatic girl in here? Did you make sure that you're alone before continuing? So this summer, I was going on vacation with my family. A lovely man approached me in the botanical garden from where I was wandering. This cannot be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. This man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said that it was a powder made from super duper rare dried flower petals. And said if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. It was so nice. Even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later I cooked with them and a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was like anything I had ever tasted. I think you're being liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever, anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch like pen pals. I bet you'd love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be useful to anyone. Please! It would mean the world to me. No one is to know that it came from you or Colonel Sanders. Do you think, should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Oh my god. Drink your water, girl, you are dying. I haven't had to... I am talking so much. Yeah. Oh fucking no. You think of a fake ingredient game, I don't know, how about I and Newt. Some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? I knew. Wow. Satisfied your curiosity and move on. It's probably not good. Before you can... Not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Run to him. I don't know. Stand back. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Was that not even your fucking horse? You're so struck by the sight of him, you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out right. What a horseful you have. I mean, what a horse... Dang it. That's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Ameta just gets really nervous around people they like. Oh, that is not fucking... Miriam... I mean, they got food poisoning, and We're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen... Well, huh? Sit. She gives you a wink and smile. As if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals. And they're doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know that it must be real bad. Like counterfeit recipes bad. Experimented with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you can handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but that leaves back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? You wouldn't know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world, it takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. It also doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You get a look at what it was that they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one from your encounter with the sport monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are... Yep. You notice that they haven't been just studying the book, but they've got popped to the pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch him in their mouth. We're playing. It's almost time for that. Oh my god, Clank. You're so sexy. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Watch it, you bucket of bolts. No! Watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp. You even know who you're talking to? I've never heard such language, even from a stand mixer. You fucking tell him, Moby. Moby, get this bitch. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bam Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Christ. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it's over me, but I'm not interested in either one of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then... Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Take your seats. I spent the morning chasing a car all around, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. We will review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the class, you truly do. In 1776, the signing of the Declaration was a chicken who first signed their name, John Hancock. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Meta, naturally this appears to you as to be a sample platter. What item do you want to sample? Shimmering pepper. I need a fucking water. It's cool. Crisp Mountain Spring. Hey, that was mine. It was my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think, geez, you better pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. Your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. I mean, very nice knife, Ashley. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Oh no. Yeah, sure. A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. I have to watch the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Bam Bam. I like Gunshin, Benna. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles step in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, this is not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. Bryce breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer. Flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Friggin' howling. I stand corrected. The hard way built solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, if anyone was wondering. I hope this message lifts you to victory. Yeah. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You've had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you feel like you can really press him again here. It's time to boil the water for the potatoes. You think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw image. Where does it come from? It's the sound of success. Okay. I believe in you, Meta. Okay, thanks. He's actually cheering you on, which would be odd. Okay. My hand is crushed. Simply can't go on. Aw, too bad, and I'm here with the... No, it wouldn't. On account of, Meta's injury. But at least tell us what you prepared. Well, I'm the sweetest. I skipped right to dessert. Excellent. Oh, you. Approaches you differently. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss and from that. Didn't run in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be able to be a master chef. Do you think I've never failed? It's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked different other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate in life. I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. How the fuck? How old are you? How old are you? Colonel, how old are you? I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one is especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I mean, like, these are actually true. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie, and my well-kept beard, and they see that I've assumed that I've got it all together. Which isn't true now. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to determine that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. Something a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to an entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Just as your moment grows into you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Bear for the worst. Borko. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing, but... And maybe you don't want to see me anymore, but... I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like... always having to look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. There are no hard feelings. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the middle of the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I used to go to school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me. and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely, I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No. You should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. But if you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Meta, together, I am sure we can be able to defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. I cannot imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by all of his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. You know, it's funny that his name's Harlan. You know, like Harlan Ellison, creator of world famous game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It looks like you live an exciting life, Colonel. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working any new recipes of your own? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, it's just a side dish I've been tinkering with. Trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy or both, perhaps. I'm not making a fucking restaurant chain. You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. But before you can truck yourself out of it, you decide to head in first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. Present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' large hideaway. It's beautiful. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You offer to make it more, but seems like he's a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in a sec. You decide now that it would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the item rooms are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. That's a fucking urn. I want to know what this candle is. You pick it up and try to identify this power tool. This is freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in lake. Summer of '69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. Cover more about the Colonel. I want to see the view. You gaze out of the window across a vast lake and mountain range beyond. Then suddenly the ghost pops up. Are you thinking of heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you what my name is right now. I can't use you in the middle of something. Man, that was fucking rude. That's upon for. It's not. It's actually. His hair is made out of spun silver. Is that what you're meaning to fucking tell me? It's a plaque on it. You read, here lies all my past careers and business failures. Poor. I don't. Realistic chicken. When you picked it up, it's real. Taxidermy. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. An adorable baby boy crawls across the floor from goatee stash. Maybe it's the drumstick. He seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same kind of person that makes their own face of the logo of the company they founded, right? Discover item. This is where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is Warden? Dawns to you. 111. Please find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Is he a time traveler? One of the photos is an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing on the fan. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing with them. That is not what the photo is at all. There's a short inscription. To my friend Pete. Signature white suits tried on. And the jacket's a bit big on you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? You're not casual until he asks you why he's wearing your jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. I forgot to take it out. Confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I think I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes. I honestly think this might be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. It's been like 2 fucking days since I met you. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal. But if the recipe is their secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. You return, and he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! Your cuisine and my taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could you be the world's greatest gift at cookery? Oh, fucking I don't care. You know, I think we might make a great team. Listen, I'm a people pleaser. I don't really want to fucking do anything. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. With the right business partner. I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could even talking to you, it's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. It's one more day of school after all. I'm not fucking saying that. Waits for no one. You get home to find something surprising. Your best friend is waiting for you. Where have you been? So I was sleeping around, Miriam. I was sleeping the fuck around, right? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. Okay, it's okay, but it turns out you're fine. So I can get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that, yeah. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. And I of course told him you better keep your dials on turned on to polite and respectful because I am not that type of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and just getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? Was a first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? I'm not really sure where we stand. Don't give Miriam time. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Oh, I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house. I spent the night with him. Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter the rivals at the quad. Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. It's great. I'll order you one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare to pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Meta, suggesting that I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Looks like you can't go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person. He senses something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Meta, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about my flavor, my flavor, my delicate, warm, juicy, chocolatey sauce? Does not say juicy, but you know, it was clear you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Meta. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Netta. Whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It appeared like it's some sort of grimoire. I don't really believe in that magic stuff. We're really getting into the hot, sweaty territory. Metal learns the dark arts to learn how to bake a fucking biscuit. Like a grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I think of one surefire way to find out. I could use this spell here that says I would race. So when I choose from all of my memory, if I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus on the coming. That is way drastic. Can you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe like tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. No, do not. Do not fucking. It's almost time for class. I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I'm assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. I apologize for my outburst. I know it seems cliche, but nothing in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Meta, were you studying something with cinnamon? I was sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. Thank you for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, but you see, Miriam's love drama spills out over into class. Words and sparks. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown to a flame strapped to a stranger? But no, you wanted to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, JJ forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Well, yeah, it doesn't make a great day. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. And Clank! No, he's fucking dead. No, seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that corn. Watch deep fry sneaker. Deep fried footwear, it looks okay. This is so sad. That was unfortunate. Final competition, showdown, challenge, exam. Still working on the title, but you get it. Test time approaches. See y'all in arena. It's a very beautiful soul in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? I'm so mad I smashed a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa on the floor. How could he embarrass me in class in front of everyone? I know this, but you don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise this final test and hit that carpool lane to Success City. You're not gonna steal and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for the first person that to show a little interest anyhow. I should really review my menu today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. Professor Doug's gonna fucking love that. You said to head to the arena early to practice a Jesh. The supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. Making this dish comes second nature to you. You're able to get a fresh pot pie into the oven, but as soon as you do, cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. There's still time before the final exam. Oh, it's just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success, looking at my station and picturing victory. Visualizing. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You usually happily share food with anyone who is hungry, but last time you got Colonel Sanders get into your hand, it cost you a cook-off. But, and oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a bit more than visualizing. My nose can smell like pot pie from 400 yards. I mean, that's fucking... Colonel Sanders might be a time traveler, a wizard, and a monster, but that is fine. I'm sure that's fine. We will have a very funny queer platonic relationship in peace. It's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Chicken pot pie with an all buttered crust. Something, my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Oh no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it will start burning if you don't pull it out. Moment of truth. It's the best pie I ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day. No time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles laid down the ground rules. There's no rules, except cook with everything you've got. They're over the top selves. Miriam has her magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big on going small. Colonel Sanders is harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to improve something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, chicken. A full 10 out of 10 with frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting really serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg rush. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Baster Blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray at lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. They didn't even color in this part of her fucking scrunchie. Even Clay gets in on it. 5-point pressure point chicken cooking technique. When did Clank start speaking English? It's a singularity as it was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Bam Bam quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you practically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win with another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even though it's almost certainly evil magic? Yeah, nah. See, at Colonel Sanders' fast food emporium, we do things the hard way. When you've got passion, I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms. He gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you. I'm doing it the hard way. I've always believed in you, Meta. Since we were little kids. Because I'm your best friend forever. Miriam, Miriam, do you want to join a polycule? You notice that Miriam's at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your you're cheering? You is cooking. Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, bud. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. Is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Sport Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. Yeah, I guess, sort of. Would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was a little sport pup, back in the old country, you can feel Sport Monster wind up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it was probably only there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus. I understand. It's kind of like the time in Monster School when I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, but then I woke up. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes it. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. kind of like a fucking jerk, man. Drop out! I can do this. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as the culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Meta, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You've interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are sweaty. There's sauce on my spaghetti already. Palms are sweaty. My taste buds have been preparing this. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be really super useful, since your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, your Meta, you suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you've earned his support. I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking at your feet, rolling with the punches. He steps on up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. You've managed to make mac and cheese and the time's almost up. You're gonna need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicate, delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, unexpected combinations have surprising effects that can surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect union? Time is up, students. You must prepare to present your dishes. But the class seems incomplete. We're missing some students. Pop, Clank. You can hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Oh, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet. Miriam, what do you mind? Pop, get down. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop's been eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. Can't feel my legs. Can I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in U.S. Galley history, but it's not. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Right, exactly. Prank, Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You hear that signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there is none. He must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. Which means for remaining students, please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. It's 3 days. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a tiny natomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves I picked myself. Just the tip dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs that doesn't floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it by myself. And Flash, the entire meal is devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A plus. Rarely do I taste a dish with love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Meta, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made me over a smooth egg custard in an ox-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Van, why are you so obsessed with seafood? Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. It's a bit much, don't you think? It's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff in, but he can't get his nose in. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to splash around. Woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Ouch. No, the professor is having I can't eat this. I keep poking my dog. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made out of needles would have made it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified. Pricklamber. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps a bowl of milk. I know, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. It helps me calm my agitated tone. Next student, Ashley, time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight with light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue connected by sugar glass. That doesn't sound too bad. It's actually quite delightful. Though I do please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears, Meta? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful, but it is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job doing it, too. I didn't realize we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to just judge on eating, I'd go to this college of eating, school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. Even Colonel Sanders, the final crook, to stand up. 2 chefs. What began as a delicious bowl of mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing an eye in the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. A literal drumroll plays. Just when I had seen everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blown my way. In my 49 years of dog life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious that, in fact, everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes the mac and cheese bowl. They seem to transcend this reality into a different dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley are drawn in by its magnetic fragrance. They gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, and they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. And everyone clapped. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? With that, the school year is complete and everyone has graduated. The students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Cafeteria has been redecorated in order to serve the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking area, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. Sprinkles, you are a 49-year-old man. Do not DJ my college dance. But also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, that's fun. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs that you did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to finally get you to notice me. Oh, amusing. He was never dead the entire fucking time. What? It's a Spork monster. He is totally mellowed down. Hey, Spork monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me as my new name, Party Monster. The student tries to finish what he'd say, but everyone is talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking. And you know, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who would command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it to mail directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. We've got a new wing, and we now get a new wing in the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. While he's still doing the talking thing. I, Clank, am not from this earth, but I'm actually from a faraway planet. From another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. It really isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring who you are, Clank. You are blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just to give them a bucket chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end. No, it's not the end. Everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Meta, what are you doing sitting here all alone? Oh, you know, waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what the qualities would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I'd love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'd be so glad to spend it together with you, Meta. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. I think this is something I need to do just by myself. But we'll help you run your restaurants. I don't think I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live only half of him? With only half of him, will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur. I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Meta, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Yeah. Yep. Psyop. That was it. GG's, folks. Man, that was fucking stupid. But you know, I enjoyed my time. Yeah. I wanted to talk about other things like the project skins or 2K 2XKO Bandletail. In the end, the chicken is just the friends we made along the way. So true. So true. Let's see. Here's I mean, the project skins aren't really anything to write home about or whatever. Gangplank has an absolutely hourglass figure in his splash art. It feels like they keep on making a bunch of them. Or whatever. For some reason. Let's see. Neferi fucking rules. Reminds me of, what's it called? A Metal Gear Solid kind of thing. Poor man Dreadnought Gangplank. Sad skin. Jesus. Yeah, Dreadnought, like, feels like it's just been kind of, completely, you know, tossed to the wayside. I guess it's because they think that no one really cares about the skin line. Really, the only people that really care about it are, like, Fiddlesticks mans or whatever. Also, Dreadnought Gangplank kind of looks like Darius, and like it's really easy to get those guys confused unless like Gangplank is like physically older, or like you can tell that like their weapons or whatever. Because people tend to de-age Gangplank, that's the thing. So instead of making it look like he's closer to his 60s, he looks like he's in his 40s. That makes sense. Let's see. I don't care for Jax's project skin. I feel like you already kind of had a high-tech Jax skin in the form of, like, Empyrean and other things, you know? I don't know. But Neferi fucking rules. Solid skin. Probably one of the best project skins we've seen since. Like, I mean, just having those animal things, like, Project Warwick is a good example of, like, just a really solid project skin. Jax has a fucking shit ton of skins for how niche of a champion he is. Yeah, I'm surprised about that, you know? Well, no, I'm not. Jax is real popular with, like, competitive players, but not, like, too competitive of players, if that makes sense. So, he has a market for that, but he doesn't have markets outside of that. So, like, it's kind of like how Ahri is a popular champion, not because of her gameplay, but because of her recognition. It's sort of the opposite way for Jax. He's popular for his gameplay and not his visuals. Let's see. I hope that we get more champions on the roster for 2K EXO or whatever. Though, honestly, I constantly just think of it as Project Del, you know? But, I mean, like, the character designs are just absolutely fire in that game. Really, really chef's kiss on that one. I have not seen any Bandletale games or anything like that, so I really don't have a real solid opinion on it. Besides the fact that I don't really want this game to be canon. It makes Bandle City feel so small, in my opinion. It makes it feel so less magical than, like, it, to me, it should, or whatever. Like, it's less foresty, it's more mobile game, like, that name is cringe as fuck. I mean, like, it's also just kind of hard to say. It looks like the name Echo, if you look at it. I don't... Also, like, I'm guessing it's because of, like, the buddy mechanic that the gameplay is focused on, so you need to get 2 KOs in order to win, but, you know, I'm surprised no one took that name, to be quite honest with you. It sounds like a mid-2000s gamer tag. Let's see. I watched Pokemon Concierge the other day. Fucking rules. Goddamn. I wish that there was more episodes. But I just love stop-motion animation. I had to say that before I forgot how I felt about it. But, like, Psyduck and all the other furry Pokemon, they're so, like, they're obviously made with felt, and they're so fuzzy. It's so cute. Like, I want to cry how cute it is. Like, Metagross is just chilling. Like, they're all just having, like, a fun slice of life time. I don't know. I like seeing Pokemon materials that aren't about the battles and stuff like that, and are just about, like, super-powered pets just trying to have fun. I don't know. It's nice. I really highly do recommend you watch it. It's only 4 episodes, and they're only, like, 20 minutes each. So, it's real easy to get right through. It's a critique on salaryman culture and the need to feel like an adult or whatever. It's not a very nuanced or really profound series, but it's just cozy. It's relaxing, you know? Alright. With that, let's call it here, guys. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your evening, a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time, which will be next month. And I will be doing, let me see. I just wrote down a bunch of the month things. I'll be doing a drawing challenge. Left foot, right hand. You know, you gotta use all four of your extremities in order to be very good at, drawing. So, personally, I think that it'll go well. But with that, I'm gonna call it here, guys. I hope that you have a good rest of your night. See you next week. Good night.